We've got our games ready. We've got our players ready. We've got Jalfac and we have ProfPie2k ready to be caught in 4K in this exciting match that these two are going to be duking out in to see who makes it to winter finals. Starting things off, we have a Dynamo and we have such an aggressive Charger already coming in. Imagine.
Wow.
Ooh. Got another Dynamo looking already to try to destroy that base. It might be hard for Jalfac to get some defense going after this if Professor Pie realizes that this is just going to be like an ink bath. But if Pie doesn't realize that and just goes straight to defense, this can go very heavily in Jalfac's favor, especially when we get the Dynamo to break through the Kohozuna like that. Does give a special to Pie because of that placement, though. Oh, the Elite are going to be able to stop the Takaroka.
Can you start the
Sorry, what's up?
Can you start the stream?
Oh, you need that. My apologies. I forgot to ask you about that. Let me get that up and rolling for you. Here you go, love. Alright. I kind of want to see this Splash Ball be dropped down to get the special, but trying to reach in like that is perfectly respectable. Score is 68-65. A lot of turf has been taken.
Yeah.
And this is still very much anybody's game. Though a lot of awkward plays are being forced out, as we saw that, what's it called, be dropped down and ended up getting Pie a special block out of that too. Turns left. It feels like we're already at the 3-turn point. I mean, this play is going to come out quickly. I'm sure Professor Pie has something quick to charge up too, and we're at the end game already. We've got big plays coming out. Likely moving forward. Final few turns. Jalfac at a 3-point lead. One special ahead. We're gonna pass a Charger.
I don't know about that. I probably could have used the Lita somewhere, but
looking at the board, I can see positions where you could set up to get like the 2 special off of it. So if you got 2 special off of it, that leaves you with a 4, which means that you'd have to get 2 special off another play in order to do your 2 3-12s, if that was the possible opportunity, which is asking a lot.
yeah.
But this situation means if you can get 2 special off of this Shiver, then you can get your... Then he can get his Octo Stamp out as the final play. You see, he's trying to find some way to make it stick. I don't think Shiver's going to be able to get it.
Yeah. I think Cold Blood Bandit might be the best bet here.
Yeah, no, that's way... I mean, maybe not better in points, because it looks like we're overrating a lot of his own pieces. But... he does get that special. He's set with a 10-point lead because of an Octavio pass. And I don't see a
now
way for...
it should be an easy win.
I do not see how Jalfac can turn or lose this game as long as he plays his guard.
Yeah, a 10-point deficit on the last 10 is like just really bad. because even if you get an absolutely perfect 312, they're gonna be using a 312 as well.
Indeed.
You'd have to be like really lucky.
Yeah. So, that is our first game. Jalfac set up in a lead. And now we're waiting to see where our next stage will be. How well do you know these two players?
I know both of these pretty. I've seen Jalfac a lot in Baby Jelly Cups. Like, he's one of the main names I always see in these things. And ProfPie, I think he didn't participate for a while, but he's back now. So both of these players are at least decent players that we've got.
Yeah, we're definitely seeing a lot of competence from both sides. I was gonna ask where we're going, but I think that's already been decided as we're heading back to Main Street.
Ooh, Main Street again.
It's quite the old reliable of stages.
Chooses to redraw. Well, I'd say maybe both starting hands are about as good as each other, to be honest. But the last one did have Shiver,
which might have been a better opening play, but that is a good dynamo.
Ooh, yeah, that was definitely a good dynamo play, no shot. But it doesn't look like he'll have. Maybe not. He uses his Ultra Stamp.
Kind of just pumps it out, looking to cause as much chaos and destruction as possible. But with Pi recognizing what was going on there, just kind of makes a quick push.
Yeah. Nicely fitting hero shot there.
Ooh, but we do have the other side still open, clean for infiltration. And we're quickly seeing the stage has already been filled up. There's very little room for us to be playing the rest of our cards.
Yeah, there's already barely any space for both of them. Like, a lot of these gaps are only small cards are gonna fit in there.
Yeah. Fortunately for Jalfac, it seems like he has his deck kind of built around this, where he's, for the most part, got all the plays he's wanted. He's going to drop the slamming lid here, gets another 2 special.
He's going to have a lot of special for his final few turns. Hopefully,
a more aggressive
able
play.
to keep up. I do think that might not have been the best idea because he already has a special block like around that area that he could use to special later on.
It did pay off though, because
he did get lucky there with the hand giving him the charger. Like, if that didn't happen, then that might not have been the best play.
And again, we're in another really solid place. There's a couple of blocks that can lead into special... Or there's two blocks now that can lead into special chains. Off of that really big opening final turn from Professor Pie.
Yeah.
Risks being a pass here. Unless he has a really phenomenal play to be able to kind of counter out the situation or keep up the tempo. And considering how big this Cold-Blooded Bandit is going to be, I feel like he kind of needs that tempo.
Yeah, definitely.
If he passes here, he might be done. Octavio getting passed once again.
And now that lead the ProfPie had is not looking so good.
It is quickly diminished. And any strong play here could easily close this out.
Having to pass on the second to last 10 can be brutal sometimes.
Yeah. Technically speaking, this position is actually interesting. If Pie gets a perfect 312, he can still win. He needs literally a perfect, and he wins by a single point right now.
Yeah, he could do, but based on the timer, it looks like he's panicking a bit, so he might not have found the best spot.
Yeah. And yeah, he's a good few points short of getting it. A lot of points gained on that because that was a very sloppy splatter screen, but it was still not enough.
Yeah.
And that is going to be Jalfac with a 2-point lead.
Looks like ProfPie is not having the best luck here.
Yeah, no, these are some unfortunate circumstances. But, like, I mean, a lot of it is Jalfac seems to have a really interesting strategy for... Or no, yeah, Jalfac's the one who's pushing. Yeah, Jalfac has a really interesting strategy for Main Street. And it's entirely possible that just the way Professor Pie wants to play that map requires a hard read on what Jalfac is going to go for to stop it. Otherwise, it might be better just to pick a different stage. Like, I could see at least going off of how Main Street is going, a map that forces more defensive play might benefit Professor Pie a little bit more here. And I think we are getting something that can match that, as we are going to be going to River Drift for our next game. Like, there's a lot of good, like, piercing and just bloodthirsty, ink-thirsty aggression that can happen. But at the same time, it's a much more narrow pathway. A Dynamo could stop that middle, and we've got a Harmony right there. That there are niche picks that can break through. Most players don't have that figured out yet.
Yeah. It's a lot less common to see in Baby Jelly Cups than, say, PBO.
Yeah, Jalfac is already looking at a way to break through.
Yeah. Already considering a way to get into his base. Jalfac has just been playing, like, really aggressive these past few games.
Going for the base combo off that Harmony. That's not a true block!
Ooh.
I feel like that stamp is gonna just be thrown out. No, he's gonna go for the Splat Bomb. Gets the special off of it. And that can be
going for more aggression.
Yeah, no, Jalfac's in a really good position to get some solid aggression going for himself. off of that play, he can cause some real serious disruption, though I don't know if he has any pieces that actually will allow him to do that.
Yeah. Unfortunately, not be able to unleash them. Ooh, could use a screen.
Oh, block's just a little too late.
Mm-hmm. Gonna cause mass destruction here.
We do manage to break through with the Stamper, which means that this game is not over. Jalfac gonna quickly go for the Ouroboros before that 17-point play can be overwritten by anything Pi can drop. Does mean that there's a lot of room for Pi to be able to do something still. A lot less when the next play is a small fry.
Yeah. That was a bit unexpected, but I'm guessing from the circumstances, it probably didn't have anything that he could play there.
Oh! Was trying to go for the merch combo and that splatter color screen really tore him up.
That must be devastating. Jalfac has a really big point lead here.
Yeah.
Like, 59 against 82. Like, that's honestly crazy. Ooh.
Really good overrate there.
That hero shot just got deleted, though.
But, yeah, as good of a play as that was, like, Jalfac had the same strategy, and Pi, well, this was probably a better stage pick for defense, just really did not have his tempo figured out or how to approach the situation. And unfortunately, yeah, he got completely steamrolled yet again, stuck with smaller, weaker cards, could not make any of them shine.
Yeah.
Ties things up.
Pass on 10-2 here as well, because you don't have enough for a free 12. So, even though the score is relatively close now, Jalfac is probably going to play something, and then something that lets him play a free 12 afterwards, which Prof is just not going to have enough points to be able to withstand.
15 seconds left on the clock. That might be his best play.
Unfortunate.
Yeah, he's got to pass the captain, and again, that is such a huge point difference, and it's going to be a lot harder to compete against an Ultra Stamp. Like,
yeah. That's a pretty decent Ultra Stamp spot. Like, it's not perfect,
89.
but it doesn't need to be in this situation. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, no, that cannot be contested. It's too great of a point difference.
Yeah. Even if he went for the West spot, he'd still win. And Jalfac takes away the set with a 3-0.
Yeah, a very strong, like, very aggressive 3 games, and Pi just could not keep up.